Hi friends, it's Deanna Wilson from Our Blooming Catholic Life, and I wanted to talk to you today about something a smidge different for Water Wednesday. It's about our priorities, and as you can see, I'm a little difficult to see today, but that's because I wanted you to see this amazing gold tree right here that makes me super happy, and I really can't move out of the way because on the other side of me is one of the other things that makes me super happy, and it is my little dog, and if I move my chair anymore, I'm going to give him a nasty little bump. Thank goodness he doesn't have a tail. The chair would totally be on his tail right now, but he doesn't have a tail. He's a little Aussie shepherd. So why do I want to talk to you about all these golden, beautiful trees and my little dog? Because they're part of what I am so thankful for today. And during this time of COVID, I haven't really been using my happy planner. I'm sure you've noticed I'm in like a different place continually. And that's not your imagination. It's like me in a basket full of things. I'm constantly moving them. I don't really have a set place. I'm not settled, which is funny because I'm barely leaving the house, and yet I'm not settled. I feel like a little nomad, and I have a tiny house that I'm moving around. So I don't know what it's like for other people. If you're in an apartment, you're probably sick of your four walls, right? If you're in a bigger house, you may still be sick of it. I don't know. But me, what I'm loving a lot right now is the changing scenery. I thank God today that I live in an area that does have the changing of the seasons, so my view changes completely. In a few weeks, these leaves are all going to be gone, and unfortunately I'm going to be able to see what's behind me. And what's behind me is actually, there's a lumber mill. It's quite a few houses away, but you may be able to see it once these trees lose their leaves. And some days I'm not very grateful for that lumber mill because it's very noisy, but other days it's almost like there's plastic drums out there that sounds like somebody's out there drumming on it. That can be kind of pleasant. And I'm actually really glad that there is a sustainable small business in the neighborhood. Sometimes when people need trees cut down, they can sell their wood there. People can buy their firewood right there. It is actually really a great thing to have. That was a really low flying helicopter. I am thankful for all the protection and medical services helicopters give us, but honestly, that I was shaking out here on the board. That was a little surprising. So yeah, the things I'm grateful for. So I'm grateful for my dog. I'm super grateful for these trees in my backyard. I'm grateful for small businesses. So what does that have to do with Water Wednesday? You're like, oh, I'm happy for you, right? And what does it have to do with planning? Well, the part of the planner I'm not using, right, is the gratitude journal. That's the thing I'm missing right now, I think, today the most. I don't have a gratitude journal. And without a gratitude journal, I'm not writing down what's important to me and what I'm happiest about. And so if I'm really an important thing in my life is my little dog, I need to make sure I'm paying attention to him. And I do. When we're done with this, we're going to take a walk. But there's been times lately where I haven't been living up to my commitment to him. He hasn't been getting as much walks and he's been restless. He really does prefer me working out here on the porch because he can look out in the yard and keep track of any animals that need herding or chased away. And that's very important to him and his mental well-being. He's a shepherding dog. That's what he needs to do. So I need to make sure I'm taking good care of him. I'm so grateful for these beautiful trees. I need to make sure, I forgot this fall, so definitely need to schedule in the spring to have the trees looked at, whether they need fed or they need some trimming. Some might need thinned out. So I need to have that looked at, and I need to really think about that. I also have number of young saplings I've started in the yard. I need to make sure I'm taking care of them appropriately, right? And I also have to be careful because we do have a septic field out here. We have the leach field. And so, yeah, I'm constantly evaluating the products I'm using on my hair and whatnot so that I'm 100% sure that what's going out is safe, right? I want it to be safe. And yeah, support small businesses. It's getting close to Christmas time. And so I really need to look at, am I getting small, sustainable things? A lot of the things on my list are from... let me think. No, I have a mix of small and big businesses. I don't know of any of them that are terribly big. I've been looking at those merino wool dresses from Woolen Company that say that you can wear them 100 days in a row. just to help simplify my wardrobe. I'm thinking that's a really great idea. So I don't know that that's a terribly big company, but it's not a small local company. Some of the other things I'm getting are definitely have on there from artisans, and I've tried to be very careful as I've selected the sites. I'm trying to get more things as locally made and owned as I can, and because those things are priority for me. Now, I did look, because I do always have my phone on me, I'll be honest, I always have my phone on me. I did look at the gratitude apps for the phone, and some of them, well, most of them, I'll be honest, feel a little new agey to me. I would love to see, if you're like a media nun, perhaps this could be an idea. I don't know if you have app developers in the convent yet, but if you do, I would love to see a Catholic one with quotes from the saints, and yeah, maybe just reminders that would come through on my phone, maybe some prompts from the saints for journaling. I'd love to have a gratitude journal that was pretty and had quotes from the saints, possibly some pictures, and that could be something I could open up. And even if I'm just jotting things that make me happy, oh yeah, the other thing, I know my husband rolled his eyes at me, the other thing that made me really happy is I found today a kind of slug on the garage door. Okay, it was yesterday, but he was there again today. A kind of slug that I've not seen in our yard before, and I'm pretty excited about it because most of the slugs in our yard, we have like the little Carolina slugs, and those are the native ones, and then we have a ton of these giant gray leopard slugs who are very invasive, eat everything, and they're the ones that most people think of when they think of grossness because they're giant and they're kind of nasty. And I mean, they do the slug's job. They decompose things, not something I would like to do myself, so I appreciate the effort, but I prefer, the smaller local ones. So I noticed this little black slug, and I've been using the iNaturalist app, and trying to identify him. I think I know the kind he is, which is exciting for me. Slugs are a specialty of mine that I love very much. I've never seen this species of slug here. Yep, somebody has said what I think he is. It's coming through that he could be, there it is listed. No. So people are talking about what kind of slug he is. I'm honestly just very excited to have a new kind of slug. And what does that mean? Does that mean, one of my greatest fears is the amount of salt that Americans use on their roads. It changes the salinity of the soil when it washes off the road. And that's very detrimental to all the tiny little things in the earth that we need to decompose our leaf litter and whatnot. And so because slugs are very important to me in our ecosystem, I am one of those people who makes leaf piles. Now, I'm not one of those people who says leave leaf litter all over your yard all the time for the little critters. I do have specific flower beds that I love to put all the leaves in. It's great for the critters. It's great for the plants. So I do that, and if I'm doing from other areas, I will mulch it. My husband mulches on the lawnmower. Or if I'm feeling exceptionally strong, I will get out the leaf blower that has a vacuum and a mulch bag on it, and then I dump the bag into the flower beds that are on the periphery of the yard that are more wild or native plants, so that leaf litter can be there and broken down more easily because it's already been mulched. So I like to have some that's mulched, some that's not mulched, and then some that's more plain grass. So yeah, those are things that are important to me that I'm grateful for, and so I'm making sure that I'm taking care of them. And then I need to network with my friends and find out what's important to them and ask them why it's important for them and what I can do to help them. And honestly, some of the great ways I've been doing that lately is to reaching out to other people. Not me. It was not me. I joined a Zoom evening prayer group. It's with other secular Franciscans. You've heard me talk about it before. And so we have people from across the U.S. joined in our group. And it is exciting because we do chat a little bit before and afterwards. And I get to hear what's important to them, what's going on in their lives. And I can consider how my actions affect them. As well, on Twitter and my YouTube channel, I have made friends from around the world. And they're really opening my eyes to what's going on in the world around me, not just me. They're drawing me out of myself. And that is something I am also very super grateful for, because it's easy to just, especially in this time right now, just focus on your home, your household, your very neighborhood, very specific small groups. And that's great for some things, and I really want to strengthen my family relationships, and I love getting to know my neighbors, but I can't forget that there are other people out there that have needs, and that we need to be taking care of each other, right? Build a more fraternal world. And part of the more fraternal world is finding out what's important to people and why, and having that dialogue with them. So that's our Water Wednesday. Get out there. Be grateful. Talk to others about what you're grateful for and what they're grateful for, and find out where others need help and what you can do to help. That's just a little Water Wednesday advice for me. If you've enjoyed this video or any of my videos, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So the subscribe will come up as a little circle with my picture in it. That will subscribe you to my channel. And there should be a video popping up somewhere here that you can click on to watch more of this awesome content. God bless you, friends. Please pray for me. I am absolutely praying for you. God bless you, friends.